Joining us now, I think she is there. I see Candice on one of our screens. Candice Hovarter, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, is the Oakland outreach manager, the local out. There we go. Local local outreach manager for Meals on Wheels. Larry Nyland, I'm seeing you and not Candice, so maybe you can hit a couple of buttons. Let's see if we can at least hear Candice. Candice, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, there you go. Now we see you on the screen. Let's hit a button. Hovarter, am I pronouncing your name? Am I close on your last name?
Yep, that's how I do it.
Excellent. I will say it again and get it out effectively this time. Local Outreach Manager, Meals on Wheels, joining us via Zoom. So how's it going with Meals on Wheels? You guys are so important right now, feeding people every day, but even more important right now.
Oh, I know it. We do a hot meal Monday through Friday, and it's going really well. A lot of the community has stepped up to help us deliver the meals, which is good because a lot of our drivers are seniors themselves. So they've kind of taken a step back temporarily. So the community is really helping us.
Is Meals on Wheels, is it a national program and you're just the local person, or is this quote unquote Meals on Wheels here in our Oakland County area? Is this exclusively a local program?
Well, it is nationwide. And the one I work for, actually, I'm the outreach director. We serve all the Livingston and Western Oakland County. So we're busy. We do about over 700 meals a day.
And are most of the people that are getting the meals, are they mainly seniors, or is it a variety of folks?
Well, the program is geared towards over 60 and homebound, but we can do people on an interim basis as well. And we have picked up a lot more
How are people?
lately.
You're right in the front line, Candace. You are right on the front line of keeping people fed and keeping them alive. Congratulations for the work that you, your drivers, and your team are doing. How bad is it out there? Are people struggling and not finding the food they need?
Well, not really our people, because if, we feed them every day. And if they need for food for the weekends, we'll bring them frozens during the week for that. And then, I don't know, quarterly or whenever they need it, we'll bring them bags of shelf stable food, like cereal and applesauce, soup, raisins, things like that, that they can have whenever they want, like as a snack. So I wouldn't say that our people are. Initially, they were pretty worried about all this, but they don't seem to be so much anymore.
Candice Hovarter is the local outreach manager for Meals on Wheels, feeding people across Oakland County and beyond. We really appreciate you being with us here on the MegaCast with Dave and Tyler. And, what you are doing and also what the school districts are doing is absolutely amazing, because there are a lot of people that are hungry, and especially when there's other health crisis going on, not having proper nutrition, not getting proper sleep. Folks aren't getting fed, and they're not sleeping. Then they're going to be a lot more susceptible to this coronavirus, wouldn't you say?
I think so, but they really are doing pretty good. And they don't seem like they're going to get it if they're not exposed. And our people are really careful about how we deliver to them. We don't have as much interaction with them right now as we normally do. Like some of them will just leave it outside, or we'll set it on a porch, but we always try and talk to them at least a little bit just to see how they are.
I think that's important. I saw a report yesterday, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this. But I saw a
No.
report yesterday that one of the best things you can do for isolated people, especially seniors, if you call them like once a week, call them twice a week. If you call them once a day, make that second call a day. And if you can't get into a nursing home or you can't get into a care facility, then that's even more important, to make the extra phone call and have that communication. I got to tell you, I'm like a pretty social person, and I talk to a lot of people trying to do this show every day. And when I go home, I get lonely too. I get it, So making that extra effort, I think it's a good idea. What do you think?
Oh, I think so. For some of them, we're the only contact they have all day. So yeah, it's good to deliver to them. They like to chit chat and see how things are going, and it's nice.
Where do you guys get your food from for Meals on Wheels?
We make it in the old Heartland High School, and then we have vans that deliver it to different, like, senior centers, sometimes churches. The West Bloomfield Parks and Rec is a drop off for us in West Bloomfield right now. And that's where the volunteers go to get their route. and then they do like a loop. It usually runs back to there so they can drop off the insulated bag that has the hot meal. And then there's a cooler that has milk. And then there's another box that has, like a roll or apple. Sometimes they get dessert. When we get a grant, we'll bring them breakfast. And that's how it goes.
Candice, how can people help you?
Well, they could call the office. Office number is 810-632-2155. And there's different ways to help. Like in West Bloomfield, we would always just need drivers to do these routes. There's different locations where we were packaging the food at that location, like in Novi at that senior center on Meadowbrook Road. But we're currently making all the food and packaging it in the high school right now. So currently there isn't any option to package food unless you were to go to the Heartland High School. But yeah, there's, we always need office help, and it's pretty fun. You end up making friends, and always the volunteers on the routes, they make friends with them.
Well, here's a good point. So thank you for sharing all that. I appreciate it. And, the fact that you're smiling and so happy through all this, you just radiate positive energy for those people that are watching. And I thank you for that, because it's a hard job. But you know what? Let's say you're staying at home and you can't get out and you're feeling perfect, right? And you got all this energy, you want to help out, and you want to interact with some people. Well, I assume if you help out and volunteer at Meals for Wheels, you just became an essential person, right? So you can get out, you can get out of your home, you're complying with the governor's order, right? But at the same time, you're doing an awful lot of good. Does that all make sense? And do you think, is that helping you from attaining more volunteers?
We have a lot more volunteers because, like I said, some of our seniors that were delivering for us, they, took a step back for right now, but we have a lot of people in the community that are willing to help us right now. So that's nice. There's teachers that aren't working, and people sometimes bring their kids, and no, it's good. It's really good.
All right, Candice, can you say that? We got to go. Can you say that? I could spend all day talking to you, though, because you're so happy. Can you share that number with us one more time?
810-632-2155. We always need money.
Who doesn't?
They all need money.
If somebody wanted to make a donation to Meals on Wheels, somebody wants to make a donation to Meals on Wheels, how would they do it?
Well, they could call the office, or they could go to the website, which is, www.womow.org. That would help us too. We're only 45% grant funded, and we do ask for $3 a day for the meals for the seniors. But if they can't afford it, we'll still feed them. Some people send in extra money. Sometimes businesses will give money to us, and we don't have a wait right now, and we just always feed them.
All right, again, that website address, can you repeat that one more time?
Yep. It's WOMOW.org.
All right, WOMOW.org. I'll get on there today, and I will write you a check, all right? And I would encourage anybody else to do that. We had our friend John Catoni, my money guy, come on yesterday and said, when you get your stimulus check, if you don't need all of it, why don't you donate some of that money? So I'm going to take some of my stimulus check, and I'll send it off to you. How's that for a deal?
Well, we would love that.
All right.
We're going to Easter meal for them.
Yeah, it'll help somebody out. It'll help. Do you do anything special before we go for Easter or for Passover or anything, or is that difficult to do?
Well, we just, we make a meal, and we don't normally serve on holidays, but we do Thanksgiving, and we do Christmas, and then we do Easter for them.
All right, Candice. Hey,
it's probably a little fancier than normal, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. Thanks for the great work you're doing. Where are you right now? It looks like you're like outside somewhere.
No, I'm at home. That's my kitchen. We had to do this on the phone.
All right. Thank you, Candice, for joining us. I'm glad you're well. Great story. Excellent effort. Meals on Wheels. Give them a helping hand. Maybe write them a check if you can. It is www.womow.org, and she's Candice Hovarter, the local outreach manager for Meals on Wheels. Thanks, Candice, for being with us. We appreciate it.